final question of the night is about the reviews we get after our show, specifically when we get thank you letters and things. And I'm not talking about the ones where they do it in advance, but when they are communicating with you after the event's over or the next day, the week after, whatever, what are they talking about? What part of your service are they talking about? And this is really specifically where I'm looking for one area that many people, DJs, put way too much importance on, and I don't think we're going to hear any of us talk about that, which I think you guys have, you kind of know where I'm headed here. But Cubbie, start us off. When you are getting feedback, or as far as when they're saying, hey, Cubbie, we just absolutely loved blah, what is the blah? What are they talking about? And if it's your dance that you do, try to keep it clean.
He ate all the cupcakes. No, I would. A lot of them are personality, hosting, and keeping the dance floor full. I'm sorry, it's three things, but it's literally
no. That's good.
Organization, emceeing, and keeping the dance floor full with that in using all that together.
Mm-hmm. Dan,
he made us dance more than anybody else in the history of music. Now, it's funny you mentioned waiting until after the event. A lot of times, even my cards that I get the day of, as well as the ones after, mention the planning process and walking their hand through it.
Okay, and that would
so
be definitely
that they did not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
One of the things I used to kind of pride myself in, my goal was that my couples were the guests at their own reception. We've done all the planning ahead of time. We talked about all the ins and outs. So when they got to that day, they got to be the guests of honor. They didn't have to work and think about things for what they were doing. They could just have a great time and celebrate themselves. Mm-hmm. And so that planning process leading into just a carefree, for lack of better terms, night, easy to work with.
Yeah, and that would be one of the few times because they've done that and experienced that, and we've all gotten the cards, the little thank you cards that the coordinator hands to us that said, thank you for making our night unforgettable. It's like, you had no idea. This was written 3 days ago. You have no idea if I was going to make it unforgettable or how I was going to make it unforgettable. I could have made it unforgettable for any number of bad ways too. The big ones that I see is people talking about how many people liked me, as far as boy, they really liked you. They enjoyed talking and such, and then the way that it made it such a fun event. Those are the two things I hear the most, is that people really liked you and you made it such a fun event and a fun day. It's not talking about gear. It's not really talking overly in abundance about music. In my situation, because they're talking, on Dan's, they're talking about his ability to create and be that way, and Cubbie with the ability to use his personality and how they appreciate that. Yes, the music is important, and yes, the gear is important. Don't get me wrong here, but sometimes some of the things that stick out in their mind are beyond the gear and beyond even our music, that they literally remembered. Why did the one family want me to come back? Because they liked me. They like to do business with people they liked, and it wasn't because I was the greatest DJ in the world, which like maybe in there they've seen I am. That wasn't the point. They enjoyed. They liked working with me, and they enjoyed what I could help them create for a fun night. So,
I think. And not to downplay your comment about the gear and everything else, like what I found is that stuff doesn't make its way into my reviews, mm-hmm. but I will get guests who will come up and make a comment. Or the one thing I love about my booths that I've had, they'll take a picture of it. Like now part of it's because there's a picture of the bride and groom, the couple on the front of it. So there's a reason why they're taking a picture of it. It's not just, oh my gosh, it's DJ gear, let's take a picture. They're taking a picture of the couple, but it's still kind of one of those pieces where the comments I will get are verbal comments. The stuff that I will get in the review is all about how the couple felt, and so the two are kind of very different directions. I think is as far as also, I don't want to say fleeting, but more temporary versus long term. The couples are going to be long term because that's how it made them feel. But the looks are going to be the things that catch people's attention and give you that short, quick, hey, that looks really cool. That or that sounded really nice. Like,
and I think it really that helps that professional look. It doesn't look like something where okay, so now all of a sudden I've got to work. I got it. My first thing the hill I have to climb is, okay, I'm running a poor gear. It looks kind of chintzy. So now I have to win people over and show them that no, my gear isn't cheap and it isn't crap. It's actually functional. So immediately you got a level of cred because of having what looks to be a really neat experience that you're going to be able to create, as opposed to having like an old car front or something that looks terrible. And then they're like, hey, is that going to blow up or something, or whatever.
So I like to bring the bride behind my system and put my headphones on her, and then they take pictures of her videos, and those are the ones I see on Facebook afterwards.
Oh yeah,
I mean, yeah. So they'll put my headphones on, and I got a dating mask like Dan does and stuff, and I'll show them where the jog wheel is and tell them to scratch a little bit, and the crowd's like loving it, and then she's playing out, and got the headphones on, and those are the best pictures afterwards that I see on that they had a time of their life, like they were the DJ, and it's just fun to watch. It scratched like shit, but I mean,
exactly, but they're having fun. And it's it's their day. No one's going to come up and say, this song would be better if you wouldn't be scratching there, Miss Bride. Quit it. Yeah, no, that's never going to happen.
But those are the memories.
Can you play Huey Lewis in the News?
See, now that would have been like taking the party up a notch or two. 2 notches up.
We upside down again.
Yeah,
but I'll make sure my water bottle's not in my cup holder. I mean, my notes are not on my thing right here. So I really clean up my booth. But I mean, that's not dirty. But I'm saying, but I have where my clipboard is, and I have a cup holder, and I just make sure everything's out of the way.
Make sure you're
sitting behind it is some of the best pictures to see on Facebook.
Make sure your boxer shorts are not. You can put your pants back on.
Yeah,
that's why the booth is extra tall, so I don't have to wear those pants. Pants off, damn.
He's got the one with just the 2 columns up. People can see his legs.
Well, I do have the 2-column one. Yeah,
that is true. He did get that one. All right, gentlemen. Up next, DJNTV.com/chill in the chill room tonight. It will be the crew, John, Eric, and there's a whole crew that comes in there that will be in there. So you guys can go hang out in there. They record a little topic of discussion for the night, and that'll happen at 10 o'clock Eastern here in just a few minutes. And then they'll be hanging out and talking in the hallway, kind of in the Zoom room. So DJNTV.com/chill. I don't know if I'm going to be getting back to getting the videos up in time this week, because this is another long week where I'm not actually at the house very much this week. So you might see some videos dropping this week or not. I might just be dropping Cubbie's videos from the Marquee show this week, because most of those are already edited and ready to go. So that'll be this week, and then next week will be more of a regular work week for me. So yay. Other than that, I think that is it. Anything else exciting, guys, or are we wrapped up?
No, thanks for tuning in.
Lots of things that are exciting, but I think we're just about out of time.
It's not us three.
Yeah. Send them to the next one. All right. Take us home, Dan.
Well, thank everybody for taking time to join us, and the questions that were popping into the chat. If we didn't answer yours tonight, we'll add them to the list of questions and hopefully get to them next time. We appreciate each and every one of you, and hope you are having a wonderful summer. Stay cool, and we'll see you next time.